How is it going, my guys and gals and my non-binary pals? It's your boy Kamon. And today, to bring you guys an updated version of my TG deck. As you guys saw before in my other list, I said I want to do a deck profile with this when I have everything, but now I have everything for the raiders that I do want. So now, I can update it. And now, since that we did lose Baron, I feel like this deck is still good. Either way, you know what I mean? It has one of those, surprise factors, right? Like, if you go to like a regional or YCS, no one's gonna be like, oh, I know how to fight TGs. No one really knows how to fight this deck like that, besides like my people at like my locals and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it's not a deck that you can just be like, okay, I stop this card and then I win, because like you can do all sorts of stuff. And the fact that we do play like cross out designator like in the main deck with all these hand traps, it's perfect for this kind of meta. So if you did want to pick up like a really cool synchro based deck that's super fun and very, 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 very cheap, this is the deck for you. So anyways, let's go into it. I'll show you guys the mid deck and the extra deck. No side deck because, why not? And this is Baronless TGs. And yeah, so starting off with the monsters, obviously the best monster is 3 Rocket Salamander. I did get my other 2 copies of the QCRs, so they all look super nice, bro. I'm flexing a little bit, flexing with this and the extra deck. You know what I mean? So cool. So yeah, 3 of these. This is the best card ever printed. So what it does is you contribute 1 TG monster on the field, so including itself, and then summon 1 from the deck with a different name. Second effect, if there is a TG machine monster on the field, you can just monster reborn the TG monster from the graveyard, level 4 or lower, obviously. So yeah. 3 of these. This card is busted. You want to play this card at 3. And the fact that it's a level 1 fire pyro monster, super good. If you want to run Bonfire in here, you can. But I don't think you really need to, honestly. So you can save some money. So yeah, next cards is 2 Screw Serpent and then 2 Gear Zombie for the 2-ubs. You definitely want to play Gear Zombie at 2 and not 1. I played it at 1 before, but I see now you want to play this card at 2 at all times. This is part of the main combo, so yeah, just 2 and 2. That's it for one more tuner. And for the 1-ups, we're playing the 1 Tank Grub and then the 1 Drillfish. If you do want to run the Boost Raptor, you definitely can run Boost Raptor, but I took it out for other cards. Other cards that I am running in here, I'm trying it out, see if I do like them. For me, it's definitely like a hit or miss, you know what I mean? Not the Boost Raptor, but the cards I am running in here, so, but yeah. In theory, it's really, really good. But yeah, that is it for the TG monsters. This is all you really need, including 1 Boost Raptor if you do want to put it in here. But yeah, you don't really need anything else. Now, this part of the engine does get expensive, but again, you don't have to play this engine in this deck to actually play this deck. But the Diabellstar engine does help out tremendously. If you want to play the DDD engine instead, you can do that. But this, in my opinion, is definitely the best engine for this deck. So how it works is you go Wanted, get this card, summon this card, you set Sinful Spoil, send this card to the graveyard, summon out Snake Eye Ass, search out your Rocket Salamander effect tribute to get out Tank Grub, and then you synchro summon, and that's full combo. There was a combo with this to actually get past Nib, but it is what it is. We don't have Baron anymore, you know what I mean? So like even if they do want to try to, get past us here, they can, but we can actually summon out a different monster besides Nib and still do the normal combo, but that's if you are running the Stardust monster in the extra deck. So, as it for those, everything else is just hand traps. So, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Effect Veiler, 2 Nib, and then 3 Imperm. You run all of these in here because we are main decking Crossout Designator, and these are the main cards that can mess you up in this deck, so you want to cross out one of these and then you kind of win the game after that. So that is it for these. Plus you can use these very defensively. Like it's not just only cross targets, but targets that you can actually use against your opponent. So as it for those. Now for the spells and traps, obviously 3 Sinful Spoils, and then obviously the 1 original Sinful Spoils. Sorry, 3 Wanted and then 1 original. This is part of the engine. You need this card. If you want to play this card or this deck at max potential, this is the card to actually get. You know what I mean? This and then the Diabellstar, but they should be getting reprints pretty soon, or they will get hit on the ban list. So whenever they are hit, then you'll be good to go from there. But yeah, that's it for those. Best card in the deck is obviously 3 Designator, and I got my playset is secret. I had no more ultras, baby. So yeah, 3 of these is one of the best cards in here. You have so much non-engine in this deck. This card is always live at all times. You know what I mean? So 3 cards on Designator. The best card is obviously 3 TG limiter removal, and I got my playset of the QCRs, baby. Yes, sir. This deck is so nice, bro. So yeah, 3 of these, and then 2 all clear. If you want to run all clear at 1, you can, but I like it at 2 because there are 2 ways you can go into your Calamities lock, and one of them does involve you destroying your TG all clear. You know what I mean? So I like playing 2 because I do want to open up with one of them plus any TG monster, and this is full combo right then and there. And then limiter removal does search out any other 2 TG monsters that you do want to run. So yeah, that's why they're in here. So these 5 in here, in my opinion, are definitely a staple, especially this card right here. So those right there. The other 2 cards that I did put in besides 1 for 1 and the Boost Raptor is actually 2 Tactics. I have a love-hate thing for this card because, like, yes, if you, like, the theory behind Tactics, right, like Tactics in the Called By, let's say you go, like, Salamander, right, effect, tribute itself to search, and they go Ash, right? If you open up with Called By or even Cross Out Designator, this card is super live because you go negate that, get your effect off, and then on resolution, you activate talents, you look at your opponent's hand, and then you get rid of other hand traps that they do have. But it's just, it feels bad when your opponent has like an imperm and like no other hand trap, you know what I mean? So like, in theory, this card is super, super, super good, but it just feels bad whenever you can't resolve this properly, you know what I mean? But in theory, overall, it is a good card to have in here, so I'm probably going to keep it in here, but as you guys are going to see when I post the TG duels, like, you'll see. The last card is obviously the 1 TG close because it's a counter trap that's searchable and well, dumpable, searchable, etc. So just one of those. That's it for the main deck. That is a solid 40 cards, QCRs everywhere. So yeah. Now let's go on to the extra deck really quick. Starting off, so we're not running Baron anymore, obviously, because it's banned, but we can run other stuff too. The other stuff is very nifty, in my opinion. So 2 TG Mighty Striker. This card definitely need to be played at 2. This can get you into any of your TG spell and trap cards, and then when it sits in the graveyard, you can Foolish Burial any TG card that you want. So 2 of these, my opinion, super, super good. So why not just run it at 2? Part of the main combo too, by the way. The 1 Star Guardian, part of the combo too, but you only want to play this card at 1. You don't need this card at 2. I think 1 is just fine. For other 5s, we are rocking the 1 TG Wonder Magician, and this is my first Ed ulti, you know what I mean? You know, I gotta show off some stuff in this deck, you know what I mean? So, one of these, 2 TD Dragner. I got my QCRs. They got here, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta show off a little bit, bro. Just a little bit. So, boom. And obviously, this is the most important card in your deck. This is this is Speeder at home, but Speeder for graveyard only. Bring back any TG monster from the graveyard, and their effects are not negated. Obviously, you cannot bring back your big level 12s because they can't be summoned any other way besides Synchro Summon. So, yeah, that's it for those. 1 Power Gladiator, and then the 1 Hyper Librarian. My secret one. I've had this one for years, actually. So, yep, 1 and 1. So that's it for the 5s. Next, for the 10s, 1 Satellite Warrior. This does come up. This does come up a lot. The fact that you can pop a lot of stuff on your opponent's field is crazy. And it's super good because this card is actually very, very good versus like Snake Eye. Because if they go Diabellstar, summon out Diabellstar set card, you can literally go Synchro Summon with any of your level 5s and your level 5 non-tuners. Make this card, and that's 2 cards in the graveyard. You could pop Diabellstar plus Wanted, and therefore they can't get anything started from there. So, yeah, one of this for the other 10s. We are rocking the 1 Shooting Star Dragon TG EX. If you want to put in the Assaults, the XL Stardust, you can over this card if you really want to, but testing out this card here. This is a card that we can just summon for free, so why not run it? And it does negate attacks, so it's very good versus Tenpai. But yeah, other 10s, obviously. The last 10 is one TG Blade Blaster, and again, the ultimate first ed. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all know I had to go big or go home with the TG stuff, bro. So one of this to round off for the 10s. The 12s, the one Crimson Dragon, and then the one Calamities. Cool, you know. We're gonna abuse it as long as we can use it, but if Calamities gets banned, I think that this deck is fine, bro. Honestly, the one Halberd Cannon and then the one Glaive Blast, and as y'all can see, first ed ulti, baby. Yes, sir. So nice. I actually do go. So the reason why I'm running both of these and not just one, right? And obviously the QCR of this, I have this one, but so the theory behind this, if you open up with the trap card off rip, you don't gotta search it out, obviously. You don't go into this, but you go into this instead. You know what I mean? Because it's the same result. You only go into Glaive Blaster if this is in your graveyard, because you can banish a thing on your field to set this card, right? But if this card is in your hand already, you could just go into Halberd Cannon to negate a opponent's monster summon. So it don't matter what summon or how it's summoned, you could just negate it. You know what I mean? So that is why it's in here. Plus, it's like, bro, it's Halberd Cannon, bro. Halberd Cannon is so dope. You know what I mean? And then if it does die, you can bring back one of your TGs. So you could bring back your Blade Blaster. You could bring back your Star Dragon. You could bring back any of these guys. You could bring back any of these guys here. Any of them. So overall, I think this card is super good. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy that. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll see you guys next time, man. Have an awesome one. Peace.